Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. Here again for another review. This time we're reviewing the new Disney Pixar movie Lightyear. This one is starring Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear. Let's give a quick rundown on what it is. It says here, legendary space ranger Buzz Lightyear embarks on an intergalactic adventure alongside ambitious recruits Izzy, Mo, Darby, and his robot companion Sox. As this motley crew tackles their toughest mission yet, they must learn to work together as a team to escape the evil Zurg and his dutiful robot army that are never far behind. Let's take a look at the cast. As I told you, we got Chris Evans as the first one. He's actually Buzz Lightyear. Then you got Taika Waititi. He plays Morrison. Keke Palmer as Izzy. You got James Brolin in the movie. He's the voice of Zurg. You got Peter Zahn as Sox, and the director is Angus MacLane. My understanding, Angus MacLane, he's done, let's see here, a lot of Pixar movies. This is his actual first directing role, but he's done roles only in Pixar movies. First of all, the movie starts out where Buzz Lightyear is they get onto this new planet. They find life into this new planet. They try to go and see what's going on in the new planet. They try to settle down there to see what's going on. They scope it out. They try to get off the planet, but it doesn't work out for them. So then they have to basically build a new way to get off the planet, but the pilot is Buzz Lightyear, so he needs to work on getting this new fuel capsule, new fuel crystal, basically, to get off the planet. So they do test runs to try to get in, but every time he goes into space, time advances for him. So you know, every time he goes up, basically 4 years pass by, but they never get the right fuel to make it through to get off the planet. So over close to 80 years pass by until they finally figure out the new fuel cell. But when they come back to the planet, there's nowhere to land because the place where he landed before is blocked off. Why it's blocked off, he doesn't know yet. So he lands, he kind of not crash lands, but lands in a place, and he's greeted by some other people, basically the people that are humans trying to help him. So they find out that there's something going on with the planet that is shut down, that there's some robots that have taken it over. He tries to devise a plan with these other people because Zurg is the one that's taken over the planet from them. So they plan out to try to get to the spaceship where Zurg is, blow up the spaceship, save the day, and bring back the fuel cell. Basically, that's the gist of the movie, of how it goes. It's almost right in line. I know I've spoiled a couple things, but it's almost right in line to what Rotten Tomatoes is saying here. One of the gripes that I have with this movie is that Tim Allen isn't Buzz Lightyear. I don't think you could have a movie called Buzz Lightyear when you don't have Tim Allen as the main character. He's basically the cornerstone of Toy Story with Tom Hanks, and you don't include him as the voice of Buzz Lightyear. Granted, if he was dead or something, I would understand that you have to change the voice, but you didn't want to change him. What? Because my understanding, he has conservative values. What are you doing, Disney? I mean, really, you know, we're talking about giving fan service to everybody, and you do that with a lot of the Marvel movies, but you don't do that with this one. It just doesn't make sense. Now, if Tim Allen turned down the role, that's another thing, but I don't even think it was offered to him. The other thing is, my favorite character in this whole movie is this cat, Sox. He by far, I think they're gonna do like a market management with him where he's gonna be the top seller. He's the marquee of this movie. He makes everything. He gives the most comic relief in this movie. He's just basically great. He's he's the key to making this movie kind of good. I would see where they could do backstories on how this cat came about. I could see how they're gonna make plush toys. It's basically a marketing ploy with this one. Now, I am gonna get into a spoiler. This is a spoiler warning. So, if you guys want to cut off, I understand. It's kind of a big deal, but for me, this is what ruins the movie. And the spoiler is that Zurg is Buzz Lightyear. So basically, when Buzz is trying to get the self fuel fixed every time he goes into hyperspace. Well, everyone keeps on aging more than him, but he can't when he finally figured it out the first time, when he came back and landed, everyone was trying to arrest him for treason because he basically stole a plane when he did that test. So then he figured out how to turn back in time because he wanted to finish the mission to correct everything. But he had basically built robots and built the Zurg robot suit to come back and meet Lightyear when he finally figured it out. So then he could go back even more in time to fix everything. So basically, Zurg is Buzz Lightyear. So they try to sell you on this guy, Buzz Lightyear, is the good guy, and then Buzz Lightyear is the same bad guy. Makes no sense at all. Why would you do that? Why would you ruin basically all the Toy Stories and then say that this movie is why Andy bought the Buzz Lightyear toy, because the movie is supposed to be taking place in 1995, by saying that Buzz Lightyear is the same bad guy. You basically ruined all the other Toy Stories. Disney, what are you doing? Why are you ruining past movies for a money grab? You're trying to make millions off of this to ruin everyone else's childhood so you could try to build something new? I don't understand. So you could try to put these new characters as the future of Pixar? I have no idea. My opinion, you're ruining movies for people, especially if you're trying to make it nostalgic. Listen, apart from that, the visuals are fine. It's a Pixar movie. It's the 2022 Pixar movie. It looks really good. There's really nothing to complain about. It's crystal clear, crisp. The animators there are great. You can't complain about the animation. It's really, really good. The score of the movie, there's nothing special about the score. Nothing to write home about. Now, where I place this movie, as far as the Toy Stories, anything, the movies with Buzz Lightyear that I know, which is the 4 Toy Stories, and this one's dead last, in my opinion. Compared to all movies, you basically ruined all the other movies to do this one for what? For a money grab. You basically did a money grab for this movie because you know that it's nostalgic for people, and you try to, and all you're in it for is for money, which I understand. Hey, you're gonna make your buck, but now, since all these people are in bed with Disney, well, not all these people, but I would say Rotten Tomatoes is in bed with Disney. Rotten Tomatoes gives this movie a 79%. And then I don't know how the audience gives this a 91%. These scores make no sense to me. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I don't know. You guys tell me. I know I'm crazy, but I don't think I'm this crazy. 79% and 91% makes no sense. Then this is a little bit more believable. IMDb surprises me again. They give it a 4.1 out of 10, which makes more sense to me. I'd give this movie a 4.0, honestly. You guys You guys ruined Buzz Lightyear, basically. You could have done better. You expect a family that's going through an inflation right now. You expect a family to each buy a $12 to $15 ticket, and let's say it's a family of four. A $15 ticket, that's already $60 plus tax and everything. Who knows how much that might be? That's close to $80. Then pay popcorn, soda at the movie theater, which you're talking about a day for your kids for over $100 for a movie that's only an hour and 40 minutes, maybe less, and they're gonna get nothing out of it because you didn't give them a good time. You made this more an adult movie than a kids movie. You want to throw your political correctness and then your virtue signaling and look how good I am and how we're diverse and we work with everybody. You're a bunch of liars. You just ruined this whole franchise. Why don't you start a new franchise and do all the other stuff, but you ruined this one, and you're gonna ruin a lot of people's thinking on this movie. I'm sorry that it's, but I just gotta be real with everybody. It's a waste of money. This should have been a movie that comes out on Disney Plus. Other than that, it's not worth it. It's not worth anybody going. I can't tell anybody to go and buy and go and pay the money that you're gonna spend on this movie. Wait for it to come out on Disney Plus is what I would recommend. Well, there's my rant. I want to thank everybody for listening to me. Again, it's a new channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Let me know. Maybe I'm crazy. Whatever it is, whatever you want to write, let me know. And again, as Tim Allen, the real Buzz Lightyear, always says, the ancient ice cream salesman, Young Zhu, found that frozen frogs and wet insects couldn't talk because they were cold to one another. Thanks again, and goodbye.